Yo, what's going on everybody? It's A-Star Ninja here today, my dudes, with a brand new episode of our Road to Ranked series, aka A-Star Training. Now, you guys may or may not have actually noticed this, but I just want to address this. This is kind of a filler series, as I don't really personally feel like recording any Pokemon Let's Plays right now. Like, I just kind of am not feeling Pokemon in that way at the moment, so this is kind of like our way of sticking to the Pokemon content, but also giving me time to record stuff that I genuinely enjoy. We'll talk about this in a second. Hold on, because we got a big brain thing. Hold on. What are they bringing? What are they bringing? I didn't expect to find an opponent that quickly. I was trying to do a little bit of an intro. I should have waited. Anyway, Trick Room looks like largely, also Colossal stuff. I'm assuming Dragon Ball Colossal lead. Because they can surf and then max move whatever. So if because I'm thinking bringing Urshifu in the lead, but I don't think that's really going to provide me too much. I could do Indeedee follow me max darkness into the Dragapult, but then we still have the Colossal to worry about after that. I think we actually have to do that, and then Urshifu comes in after Indeedee gets knocked out. And then I feel like I almost need to bring Rillaboom, because chances are we're going to see Dragon Ball Colossal with Gastrodon and then a fourth Pokemon. So I feel like I need to bring Rillaboom just because of the Gastrodon. And this is kind of an awkward matchup. I don't really have a game plan for this team, or going up against something like this. Anyway, you guys may or may not know this has been kind of a filler series because I've been working a lot on my Minecraft stuff. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. I didn't really want to cut out Pokemon completely. I haven't really talked about this on the channel before, but I just kind of wanted to go over it a little bit because it's been on my brain. I figured I should probably fill you guys in. This is exactly what I was hoping you would lead, and I know exactly what you want to do. Now, I can't redirect you getting boosts, but I can redirect your ability to take out my Porygon, because if I max my Porygon and max Darkness into your Dragapult, even if you protect, that's big damage. Now, if I was my opponent, I would protect here, probably. Right? I mean, that just makes sense. What if I don't max turn one? What if I follow you Trick Room? So the Colossal's boost becomes its downside, its downfall. Ooh, that might be big brain. That might be big brain. I forgot we had Trick Room on this thing. I forgot we had Trick Room on this thing. Anyway, I've been focusing a lot on my Minecraft stuff because I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I'm making new friends, and the content's doing well on the channel. So that's kind of been what I've been focusing on lately. But I didn't want to cut out Pokemon completely, because like obviously that's what the channel's been built upon up until this point. So I figured this is a good way to kind of find a little bit of a balance until we get more comfortable into the Minecraft realms. I do think that's where the channel's heading. So if that's not your thing, I totally understand, and feel free to, unsubscribe or whatever. Like, I get it. But hopefully you guys can follow me over to the Minecraft stuff, because I know a lot of you guys used to watch my Minecraft streams and stuff like that. So if you guys are, at least a little bit into that content, and you guys can come follow me over that way, have a little bit of fun, do that kind of thing. That's what I'm hoping can come of this. That's what I'm looking for, But either way, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and that's kind of where the channel's heading. And I just want to kind of fill you guys in on that, because I haven't really talked about it. The DD does indeed go down here, but we did get the Trick Room up. Our Porygon is untouched. Well, more or less. A little bit of residual damage. We can bring Urshifu in here. We can go for Surging Strikes. Pretty freely, I think. Because if I max... Well, I'm going to max Darkness into the Dragapult slot. Actually, do I not? Do I actually just max Urshifu here? I'm actually just gonna... I think I just protect Urshifu. I think I'm gonna protect Dark Pulse. because I have a feeling what comes in next. Oh, he doesn't even go for that. Okay. Well, I might have just given up my focus sash, actually. That might be what comes out of this turn, for real. Dragapult is sashed. Interesting. Not ideal. We do get reflect. Oh, so it goes for the reflect. Makes sense. I mean, I can crit right through that, though, right? I don't know that it even matters. We see max overgrowth going into the Urshifu, which does over half through a protect. That is massive oofs. Okay. That puts us in kind of an awkward spot. But I think we still get 2 KOs here. Does Urshifu KO with Surging Strikes? I can't even go for Surging Strikes right now. I actually can't even go for Surging Strikes right now. Oh, okay. Well, my Protect reading into the Gastrodon swap there, I think totally just gave up whatever little bit of momentum we had here. Although I still have Rillaboom in the back. Can I switch in? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I think we just sack the Rillaboom. I think we just sack the. All right, I'm gonna go for the close combat. Dark Pulse. Because Dark Pulse will hit first if he doesn't swap. I'm assuming he does. Okay, he doesn't. So that means close combat goes into the Colossal, right? So that's good, I think. That does pretty good damage, actually. Even through the Reflect. I think Surging Strikes would have been a KO. Would you see Max Flare come out into the Porygon? So I think Surging Strikes is safe to go for this turn. Because I'm going to bring in my Rillaboom. I'm going to be able to Grassy Glide his little Boyo. It's Choice Banded, so I think even if it does have the Berry, I think it might still be a KO. This does kind of cause... This is kind of cause for a little bit of an awkward interaction, but his max is over. I still have mine. I could max my Rillaboom. Oh, so I don't think I guess he didn't bring it. Oh, but I set the Trick Room up for him. Oh, but I set the Trick Room up for him. That's awkward. Okay, so Grassy Glide. So we protect high horsepower here. We have to. I think this is the last turn of Vocalith as well, but I'm not sure. We do see a Mach Punch come out. That was pretty obvious. High horsepower into the Colossal. That's a KO. And now we have to max our Rillaboom in order to have any chance of winning this, I think. I think Vocalith is still going to snag the KO on Urshifu. Yeah. I was hoping maybe he lived on like 2 HP, but that was... I didn't know quite the calculation. I don't know how much it actually does. I thought it was like 20% or something, but I don't know exactly how the calculations go down. So I think... I pretty much have to max here. But what do I go for? Like, Togekiss resists everything I go for. I actually don't think it matters. Togekiss Air Slashes twice, probably, for the KO. I can raise my attack, but I don't think that truly helps if I'm not snagging the KO. I'm just going to max Drum Solo the Conkeldurr. I think this is actually a GG's. I really was being very... I gave way too much credit for the Gastrodon here. I played to the Gastrodon switch-ins, and the Gastrodon didn't even come to the battle. Which was weird that my opponent decided not to bring it, but also put me in an awkward position because I had to assume it was there when it wasn't. So maybe that was kind of the plan. Who really knows? Either way, this did not go particularly well. And Max Stromslow didn't even pick up the KO. That's rough. And now he just mock punches, I think, for the win. I don't even have to, actually. And this is the end of Trick Room, so he can just attack in with Togekiss. That's this was not ideal, but what are you gonna do? I played to the Gastrodon. You had to play to the Gastrodon. Gastrodon was such an obvious switch in there with my Urshifu in the field. You know, I played to the Gastrodon and it wasn't there. I think if I had played more aggressive, not playing to a Gastrodon, I had the ability 100% to win that battle, but I assumed there was a Pokemon there that wasn't there, which cost me the game. So I mean that's you know, that happens sometimes. This is the game we play. I mean, the Gastrodon was so obvious, you know, you had to assume it was there, but it wasn't. So what are you gonna do? Anyway, let's gonna do another one here. Trainer has been found. Look at that, 9 and 15, by the way. That's rough. That is rough indeed. Okay, so we got Rain with the Trick Room option. And Shiinotic. What? Shiinotic's interesting. I mean, I know it's not very good. I'm not sure what it's really meant to do here. Okay, so I feel like his main sweepers are Kingdra and Escavalier, right? So I basically have to play to those two coming. So I think Incineroar in the back, on the off chance of for the Escavalier, which is basically a necessity. I think Indeedee Porygon as a lead can do well, even going up into Rain. Dragalge could be good as well. Never mind, no, because he's faster than me, and I don't take a Max Dragon very well. So I think Indeedee Porygon with Incineroar in the back is almost a necessity, because Incineroar just does good damage to majority of his team, super effective damage to the majority of his team, and I think Rillaboom is almost a necessity as well, just for Grassy Glides, because if he does get the Trick Room up, Rillaboom's Grassy Glides is going to be very useful. And it doesn't have terrain control. Once we get rid of the Indeedee, it doesn't have terrain control. So this is going to be interesting. This might be actually a really good match. We'll have to see how he leads. I'm assuming he's going to lead the Rain, but we'll see what happens. Because most of his team wants to be in Trick Room, so I'm assuming. Okay, so I should just lead Trick Room. Just hard lead Trick Room. Okay, fair enough. But that means I get rid of his Indeedee. I can actually just go for Expanding Force Trick Room and just reverse the Trick Room. Let me actually just double check real quick. This is indeed, yeah, okay. It does have me locked in here. So Expanding Force, I think, is going to be good because it'll break the opposing Indeedee's Sash. Do I want to reverse Trick Room? I definitely think I do want to reverse Trick Room, actually. Because I don't want him moving first, necessarily. My Indeedee goes first. He doesn't redirect, though, which makes me curious as to what he's actually going for. I was just going for an Expanding Force of his own, which is going to hurt Porygon. Is it just attacking the Porygon? Okay, so he just side spams. Straight off the rip. Okay. Well, that was not the play I was expecting. I have to bring Incineroar in. I'm just gonna follow me Darkest Lariat, I think. Is there a reason not to? Yeah, is there a reason not to? His Doctor Tail could go for Dazzling Gleam, Actually, I think I'm just going to U-turn into the Gothitelle, because I feel like he's going to want to swap something in here. Shiinotic. Shiinotic comes in for the Gothitelle. Okay. Follow me. Now, Shiinotic does get Spore. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. I'll U-turn into you as well. Doesn't matter. So I actually don't KO the Indeedee there, which I think is actually good for me because it doesn't give it makes it so that he doesn't get a free swap into something else, which I think is good for me. Because now he has two pretty passive Pokemon in the field, and I have my Rillaboom, who I can actually max potentially and just start knocking things out. Right? But if I max Darkness into that Indeedee slot, it's guaranteed KO the Indeedee, potentially KOs something that swaps into it, and Expanding Force then is going to do really good damage to that Shiinotic. I think that's a good play. Actually, Rillaboom may move after my Indeedee. I'm not really sure how speed works between Rillaboom and Indeedee. The only Pokemon on my team that I know how they typically would interact with one another speed-wise is my Indeedee and Porygon, actually. I'm not really sure how slow Rillaboom is compared to Indeedee. I'm assuming it's faster, but I think Indeedee actually has a little bit of speed investment, as my Rillaboom is just max HP, max attack. Okay, and Rillaboom is faster. That's good. We get the special attack drop, and we get a single target Expanding Force into... Well, actually, it's still going to be single target anyway. But we get a Spadef drop and then an Expanding Force into the Shiinotic. Which I think should be it's not a KO. Shiinotic's a little bulkier now. That was a crit as well? Wow. Strength Sap. That's rough. And that's a lot of healing. That's going to be a problem for me. Escavalier is... He's going to attack into my Indeedee. I'm going to make him. And... I'm going to go for Max Darkness on this Escavalier. Just to lower his stats a little bit. Actually, why did I do that? Spadef drop on this Escavalier does nothing for me. It actually does nothing for me. Okay. Well, we get to follow me his Strength Sap first, and then he's gonna attack into my Indeedee with his Escavalier. That does nothing. Not a thing. But that's okay, because it breaks any potential sashes. Which... I don't think we've actually seen the sash on the team yet. Redirect Spore? Why does he go in for Spore anyway? Well, I mean, that's nice that... did that, but... Special attack drop, though. Which also doesn't matter. We get a little bit of passive healing, and now Incineroar comes in. I happen to know Shiinotic does not get any redirected moves, because I actually looked into trying to use a Shiinotic, because I thought it was kind of cool. But this was before the main mushroom got put back into the game. I was trying to use Shiinotic as like a side version. But that does actually let him know that my Incineroar is able to be put to sleep, which is not good, actually. Because now he just protects. He protects Escavalier, puts my Incineroar to sleep, and then he's basically good to go, right? So if I fake out fake out Max Quake, I guess, even though that's not really gonna do much. He opts not to protect here, which is really annoying because I could have just smacked with the Scavalier. Max Flutterby onto Rillaboom. So, okay, so maybe he doesn't have Protect then. Okay, so Incineroar, I think Incineroar just attacks into Shiinotic. Just take that thing out of the game. I'm gonna knock off the Escavalier. And get whatever item he has off of him. Akaberry. Oh, so he was pretty sure he was gonna live a Flare Blitz anyway. Shiinotic goes down. Does he attack into Rillaboom again? Max Flutterby into Rillaboom again. Okay. So his last Pokemon doesn't really threaten too much damage immediately onto Incineroar. Incineroar absolutely KOs his Escavalier. I'm assuming it has Expanding Force. Oh, it might be Dazzling Gleam, but I am Assault Vested, so I think I eat that up. It's definitely going to be slower than me. I think Incineroar wraps this up, believe it or not. Assuming this Escavalier doesn't suddenly have Protect. Now, I've only seen it go for Bug Move so far. It hasn't raised its defenses or anything, which is interesting. I think I have to assume it doesn't have Protect, and I have to hope that it doesn't click it now, randomly. Okay, Flare Blitz. Even with the recoil, I think we live. If it only has Psychic Move, we definitely win. If it has got Dazzling Gleam, which it probably does, I think we might live that. Yeah, I think we live that. Tickle. Interesting. Attack fell. Defense fell. I don't think that wins you the game. Darkest Lariat doesn't even check stats. Doesn't even check stat changes, does it? I know it does. I know the opponent's stat changes don't affect its damage output. I don't know if mine do. I don't remember how that interacts. But that's interesting that you went for Tickle. I'm assuming you don't have Dazzling Gleam then. Yeah, you can't hit me. Okay. GG's. We take those. We take those. Cool. I did not play well. I will admit it. That was horrible playing for me, but it was also kind of shaky playing for my opponent, I think, and I just happened to come out on top. That was a little bit awkward, but we take those. We take those. Anyway, hopefully, guys, you enjoyed today's battles, and if you have any suggestions or comments for anything you've seen that I've done weird, any suggestions you guys have for like ways that I can play the team, because honestly, at this point, the only lead that I really know how to use is Indeedee Porygon. They work pretty well together. Other than that, the rest of the team is kind of support for those two. That's kind of how I built it. So if you guys have if you guys see anything else on the team that has potential to be a good lead, let me know, and so I can have, some different change-ups that I could possibly bring out here. Anyway, in the next episode, my dudes, hopefully we're going to be able to take out that Dragalge and finally do something with that. It hasn't actually seen any action yet. And last Pokemon slot. Oh, Urshifu. He has seen battle. So honestly, the Dragalge is the only one that really needs to be coming out in the next episode. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you drop that like comment down below, as it always does help out a whole heck of a lot. Subscribe if you guys are indeed new around here, and share this video with your friends. With that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.